My family abandoned me on the 4th of July, so I decided to finally roll out of bed around 11 o'clock this morning and get some writing done. But I'm having severe writer's block, so let's talk about how I get through that. The first thing I try to do is read over my outline. I was really unsure of where the story was headed, and therefore I wanted to know where it was supposed to go way in the future. I don't know if it's concerning or not, but I am having this writer's block as I'm writing chapter 2. And literally right after the introduction, so that's not great. Of course, a change of scenery always helps as well, and also confidence, so I decided to stop acting like a chud and actually get out of my bed and do my makeup for once. I went to a coffee shop because change of scenery is my #1 tip. Though it took some journaling to figure out what the root of the problem is, which is literally my main character's motivation, which I probably should have mapped out in the freaking outline. I decided to do some writing sprints so that I wasn't, too unmotivated. I started with 30 minutes, and then I did well with that, so I did another 30 minutes, and then I did well with that, so I did another 30 minutes. So I was literally sitting in this coffee shop in the freaking corner for an hour and a half, and I got less than 1,000 words which done. Is fine, but for a rough draft, that's not good by my personal writing standards. I've been using, I think it's called Ellipsis, and they have this cool writing countdown thing that I freaking love, because when it gets to 0, it tells you how many words you wrote in that sprint, and it makes me feel motivated all the time, unless I forget that the sprint is even going, and sometimes I do that, and then it's like, you wrote 0 words, but that's okay. One thing I don't like is that you can't comment on your first draft. You have to make a second draft to do that, so I just put that down in my notebook. No biggie, but I do love my comments. Obviously, the writing was bad because it was a rough draft, but it wasn't demotivating bad like sometimes it is. It was just so much exposition. But hey, that's what I was motivated to write. I've had way too much coffee and nothing to eat, so I need to go freaking home and eat food. I've written 570 words. I would like to get 1,000 done today. So obviously, because I was feeling sick from too much caffeine, I did another writing sprint and got 250 more words done and felt even more sick. So obviously I had to walk it off. And then I finally ate when I got at home, but I can't do anything productive when I'm at home, and I don't know why. So obviously I broke into my grandma's house and sat outside in 95-degree weather and didn't have connection. So I went home and I laid on the floor until I got to 1,000 words. Happy 4th, I guess.